team today is going to present a presentation based on the topic of Dream11. So fine, let me just say about this Dream11 app. So it's an fantasy sports game. Like myself Sahana. Our team today is going to present a presentation based on the topic of Dream11. So my team consists of three major members, Anthony, Harish and myself. So I would like to ask a few minor questions to you all. Yes, Gopika, what kind of games do you play?
Temple Run, Minions.
Okay, fine. So in which place, like whether you play in your laptops, your tabs or
Phone only.
phone only? Okay, fine. Let me show you one thing. Have you seen such phone?
Yeah.
Okay, you have seen it.
Okay.
Keypad phones, right? Like in these, have you at least used them?
Yeah, they do have Apple and Snake.
Yes.
Yeah.
The snake which eats the small tiny things, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Still, what kind of games did you do that? And yes, Sanjay, have you played any games in such?
Yeah, I have played Space Impact.
Space Impact, yes, very good. Sudoku in this, right? Yes, fine. Still any? These were the basic phones which we were using when we were small kids, right? But now we have Android versions, right? So in such thing, like in this phone, there was a major addiction of one game, which I think everyone has played. Let me show that. Do you remember this?
Yes.
Do you remember this? Yes. How many of you have played? I have played it many times. Being a girl, I was just addicted because the goal was to the batsman has to throw off the ball. Okay, this was so much addicted to that from that time when we were small kids and all. So today, based on such strategies only, few people are earning billions together. Okay, let me just discuss, or I'll be just presenting a few major basics on such an app where a small person, he's from India only, he had a strategy or his thinking was so high that he today is earning in billions together. So fine, let me just say about this Dream11 app. So it's an fantasy sports game. Usually what happens, there is a person of Indian, he studied for his further studies and all, he went to US. There he saw that football. I think everyone knows football, right? Football, there in US, it was like a fantasy game where people are putting money, they're earning lots of things. So this guy, Harsh Jain, was mesmerized by that. People are earning so much in that country. Why not? It can be happened in my country. So that was his thought. He came back to India and with his thought, along with his co-worker, co-founded this app called as Dream11. Okay, it was first being started in 2008 only. Yeah, so Dream11 is an Indian fantasy app where not just one play, they're not concentrating only on cricket. We have many types of games, right? Whenever it comes to physical activities, we have cricket, football, baseball, rugby, volleyball, kabaddi. We even have that pro kabaddi thing also now. Fine. The same way, many games, these people have created an app, then they are giving it as a fantasy sports. Fine. So this in 2008, as I said, it was been launched, but until then, first we are investing on something, people don't like it. People are always ready to taunt us. Why did you do this? So it happened to them also. There was just a plain graph. Then we being a designers or anyone who is still in downfall wants to come up. So they get new ideas. Only when new ideas are implemented, then only their graph rises. The same way, in 2019, this Dream11 became the Indian fantasy app. How? We'll be just seeing it over. Before that, let me tell that in 2012, I hope when I was studying in 8th standard, I remember 2012, December 12, they used to say that it was to be end, we will be having a big downfall and all. But actually, what happened to these people? It was a major hike in the graph. What they did, they implemented their idea of a freemium. Okay, freemium in the sense anyone of any ages can be investing into it and they can play this. So they implemented the idea of freemium things in 2012. Then from 2012, after just 2 years, in 2014, almost 1 million registered users were being seen to this. Just in 2 years, 1 million. And since their graph increased, next 2 years, next 2 alternative years, it was 2 million. And almost like in 2018, it reached 45 million users, 45 million registered users. It's like almost 4.5 crore people have already been registered to this. So it has peaked to almost its peak. Then after this 2018, when the app reached 45 million, like 4.5 crores of registered users, then this in the April 2019, it became the first Indian fantasy sports. Right. Then we can clearly see from then it was just a high peak, like top of the hill. Then we can just see the statistics over here. In November 2021, Dream11 was valued for $8 billion. Can anyone just calculate that how much it could be? It's so high, right? Yeah. And even in October 2023, it almost reached 200 million users, registered users. So coming over the company details over here, if I could just say that since we start something, we even have to have the product details of the company details over there. So this company is not government, like it's totally based on privatized. It's a private company and it is belonging to a fantasy sports. And the people who have the founders are the Harsh Jain and Bhavit Seth. Bhavit Seth was the second person whom Harsh Jain, he came from US, right? So that person came over here along with the Bhavit. He created this Dream11 app. Okay, and you can just see the revenue, net income, and the owners of this are Spota Technologies. The first major thing, whenever you have to sell honey, a simple product, you have to sell honey, how would you attract the users? The apps, like advertisements. The major thing is advertisements, the colors, or what you will do. Honey, like it's the sticky nature which you want to show. The major thing is that the user has to believe that it is honey. What you will do? You place it at somewhere so that all the ants come and attract them. The same way, to attract something, we need high people or like the ambassadors or the people who are ready to invest in it. The same way, here are a few brand ambassadors. He is Harsh Bhogle. In 2017, he became the brand ambassador of this. Then the second person was MS Dhoni. I hope everyone knows him, right? He's the captain cool of our country. Okay, so he was also the brand ambassador of this Dream11 IPL in 2018. The next thing is, our sweethearts, the Samantha and the Karthik Aryan. And next we have the major thing, create your own team now. Now let me say that since we saw that its revenue was almost 2000 crores plus, but also in even it got the name of unicorn. Let me say, I hope you know the unicorn. It's not an animal. Like whenever a company has to get the name as unicorn, means like if its valuation in terms of the market, if its valuation is more than 1 billion, then only it gets the name as unicorn. So this Dream11 was the first Indian app which got the unicorn name. Okay. Along with that, recently, I hope you know about IPL, right? Indian Premier League. So recently, this has sponsored, Dream11 has sponsored 222 crores for the recent IPL 2024 also. Okay. Now, we have seen that so many things are so good about such an app which came 16 years ago. This is 24. It came at 2008. It was 16 years ago. It was just a downfall. Plain graph suddenly rised up. Now, like for example, you are failing in all your exams. People are pointing out. Suddenly you get a first rank. People will come, reward you, award you. Yes or no? And they'll try to drag you down. The same thing happened in this app also. People tried to say that this app is totally of bettings. I hope you know what is betting. Bettings are like you are supporting one team. If it is losing, you lose the money. It's totally based on the game of luck, bettings. So now, since it is rising so nicely, the people are pointing out that it's a betting app. It is not at all valid. It is an illegal app. Since these complaints were being raised, then this judgment or this case now it even went to the Supreme Court. Now Indian Supreme Court has to make some decisions because it's this is our Indian policy, right? If something is earning good, then some amount will also go to the government. Now this app is earning very good. It is even giving something to the government. Now government doesn't want to lose this app. That's one point. The next thing is it was not actually illegal. So even the Supreme Court, considering all the cases which other apps users have registered, by seeing all that, this government has also given two major decisions. The first thing they said that it's not a betting game. Betting usually means it is game of luck. Like I bet on some chocolates. I am not getting the chocolates, I leave it. My money is lost. But what actually we do in Dream11? We are not betting. We are playing based on our skill. We are using our skill over here. I'll give you an example. To play or to log in, or you want to invest, or you want to put some money into this, what happens? You have to select a set of players over there. Okay. Unless and until you select a set of players, you are not ready to create your own team. Like the first thing, as I said here, create your team now. It's not written that create the team now. But it's a word. Create your team. Means you can create your own team. You can mix Pakistani players. You can mix Bangladeshi players, Sri Lankan players with Indian players. It's a mix up, right? So it's not that only one set of players we have been hiring over here. Okay. So the same thing, like if you're competing with two different groups or two different set of players, where one set should have bare maximum 7 players. The next group will be taken from 4. You can't take that whole set is taken from the one team only. So you have to mix up the players over there. That was the first decision of Supreme Court. The next thing they said that since we are like putting the money on players, not on the teams, we are not saying that India will win against Sri Lanka. Since we are mixing the players, we are putting amount on players, so it is totally based on the skill. And these players, the way they are performing on the ground, based on that, we'll be putting amount over here. So this is the game of skill, not the game of luck. So this was the decisions given by the Supreme Court of India. The major things like what happens, why actually we do play this. There are 3 major things based on my case study. The first thing is it is highly addictive. Second thing is low entry barriers. It is too cheap in while we have to enter. The third thing, high exit barriers. I'll say the first thing of highly addictive. Once you start to play this, once you are investing, as I said that it is very low entry. I'll give you an example. You know about 99 rupees, right? Naptol, do you remember Naptol? 99, 999. The way they attract, they say this is a timer. Within this time you buy it, it is for you 99. The same, like simple concept of that. If you put 1 rupee over there, actually the contest here starts from 1 rupee. If you are investing 1 rupee, if you select your set of members, you are selecting your team, putting 1 rupee over there. After the game, you get some score points like 400 points, 500 points based on your players, their performance on the ground. If you are getting good points, that 1 rupee will give you almost 50 rupees. If your skill is very good, at selecting the players over there, then will you not get attracted to something which is giving you happiness? It's a simple thing. Okay, you are giving one chocolate to some other thing. The other person is giving you a big set of chocolates. So huge bag of chocolates. Won't you get addicted? The same way, you are investing a small amount but gaining a larger one. In the starting terms, the first thing is it almost addicts. Even the UI of the app is so beautiful. My co-team member will be even explaining about the UI or the UX of the app. So that is so attractive that we can see so many things. Like we don't need to see only about cricket. We have varieties of games. That is a highly addictive. Second thing is low entry barriers. As I said, the starting one starts from the 1 rupee. So it is very low entry barriers. Next is high exit barriers. Once we enter, we are not ready to leave it. So according to my case study, I found out that these 3 are the major reasons why actually these many users are being registered to this app. And as I can say, since we have to attract the users, this Dream11 has also the ambassadors. Along with it is taking the cricket players over there. And we know about our Rohit Sharma, right? So I think you have seen his advertisement or not. Whenever it comes to the Dream11, he'll be saying that, let me do your work, you concentrate on Dream11. Have you seen that? He comes over there, some person will be putting water to the plants. He comes, let me do your work, you concentrate on Dream11. So indirectly they are saying to the users that leave all your work, you just concentrate on your skills of selecting the players for the game. Next, we have our captain pool. Recently, we have seen in the previous one also, he says that आओ खेलो दिमाग से. In Hindi, it's like come and play with your skills over there. So it is majorly concentrating on your skills of selecting the players over there. Next, we have at present these people have the tagline as dream big and sab khelenge. Like the recent advertisement was there where Gautam Gambhir was giving an opportunity to the Bollywood actor Amir Khan come on, let's play. Then Amir Khan says, before you I have played the cricket and I have removed all the Australians by his Lagan movie. Okay, he says that. So I end up my introduction over here. My co-mate will come and continue this.
Hi everyone, I am Haris. Now I am here to explain about how to play Dreamloan application. First you want to select a match, then you want to create a team, then you want to join a context. In team, it will be segregated as who are batsmen, who are wicket keepers, then who are all-rounders. Next, they are the direct competitors for the application. House at My Team 11 and then My 11 Circle. And then this app will be based on the 4W plus H product formula. First, who means it will be developed by Indian Fantasy Sports platform. Users are very enjoying to participate in this contest. Then for when it will be founded in 2008, the app can be used here around 16 years and they convert events like IPL, Cricket World Cup, etc. etc. When the app is available in the both iOS and Android platforms, it will be accessed via through smartphones using the internet connections. Then MPL is the internet competitors for this application. Then potential competitors. Potential competitor is A23 Fantasy. It will be give the events like Rummy Circle, Carrom, etc. That's it. Okay, thank you. Then next will be continued by my friend Anthony.
Hi, myself Anthony. Actually, I'm a student here in Aspera. I'm studying UI UX here. So now I will explain about the success of Dream 11. Dream 11 is generally considered as gambling. So actually, I'm not into gambling, but I will mention this word more often here. So gambling is generally considered as stigmatized among our people. So to break that fear, so main mindset of Dream 11 is to break that fear. So gambling is not illegal like that. So the next is to make the users more into this game and keep on tempting. So the users who are likely to visit this app are generally the ones who are ready to play this game. So, but they are a little bit afraid that they will lose the money or not. So to enhance the desire of the users, this app mainly provides the users with payment like with 1 rupee or 10 rupees, the entry fees will be there. So with that you can win a lump amount of money. So the users are excited and they play here. So next, for the success of Dream 11 is they don't expect a lump profit from their app. They are expecting a stable profit. Like for a contest, they are providing the prize amount as 1.2 crore. So the users will be like 3 lakh people will play the game. So the entry fees will be 50 rupees. So 3 lakh into 50 will become 1.5 crore. So only 20% of the commission will go to the Dream 11. So it's like 30 lakh for the 30 lakh the app earns from a single contest. So there will be like multiple contests. So it will range, the amount ranges differently. So like this they are earning the profit. So next is that through sponsorships. So mainly they use the Indian Premier League as a main part of their earnings. Other than the league matches and international crickets, also they have other games like Pro Kabaddi, football and like. So next I will be telling about the problems faced by Dream 11. So actually Dream 11 is related to gambling, but gambling is not legal in India, right? So to enhance, to make it as a legal one, they are providing it as an app-based one. So Dream 11 is generally a game based on skills. So the one who plays with the skill, it's not considered as an illegal one. So that's why it has been legal in India. Next is that in gambling we may face several issues like the bet amount we betted, they will not return the money. But in this app, they will send it directly to the wallet. We can withdraw it through our bank account. So next is I will be talking about the innovation of Dream 11. So mainly the innovation is that they reduce the barrier of entry. So for entry fees, they have decided like 1 rupee or even free contest or even 10 rupees they have. So the minimum amount even low wage people can directly pay this game. So next is that make sure that the company never loses money. Actually, many people think that we can take multiple teams, like 5 to 6 teams we can take in Dream 11 so that we can win at least 1 lakh or 2 lakh. But it's not like here where the max comes into play. Like actually we have to select 11 players from 22 members. For 11 players there will be like 7 lakh 5,000 combinations will be there. So also there will be captain and vice captain. For that there will be around 24 lakh combinations. So if people take like 5 to 6 contest means they will win a small amount of money, that's it. this is where the company never loses money. Now, next will be like the users, they will have a fear that they will lose all the money. So if we play a contest means if we not win on we are at the last of the table means we will get the money which we invested. At that way we don't we don't lose the money. So next will be the business strategy. So their main business strategy is to make the entry simple. They made the entry simple by giving free contest and that's it. Next is they have to promote that. They promote the app by including players from cricket teams and other game players. Through that they are building a trust among the people. So next is that through the process of telling others, like if we play a game, if we win an amount means we will share it to our friends and family. So like that they are building a trust among them. So as a user, I think that Dream11 is safe for now. It's purely based on skill and based on luck. So now I will be explaining about the UI of that. So first will be the login page. For login, first we have to select the languages. Then next if we click get started means there's only one way to log in this one. That's through mobile OTP. We have to type a mobile number and we receive a OTP. And then we have to enter our name and personal details. Then we log in inside the app. So in the home page, generally there will be the contest, which contest we have to play. Like for all different games, there will be different type of contest. So we can select which contest we need, and we click on that. Yeah. So at the nav bar, there will be all the upcoming matches and who are all the sponsors, who are all the winners. They will be presenting through in the nav bar. So next comes the match selection. So in which we have to select a specific contest. We have to we can check the bidding amount also, how many players are playing, like that. Accordingly we can select the contest. So in the contest lobby there will be like entry fees, like which we select accordingly. Like there will be free entry or 1 rupees entry to 10 rupees, 1000 rupees entry. We can select the entry which we need. So creating a team, we have to create according from both teams. For cricket we have to select like 11 members. So for each team we can select like 5 players from one team and 6 players from another team. So the team players which we are selecting, they will give us specific points, like they will give like 100 points. So from that we can have to select 11 players. So if we select a good player like Dhoni, Rohit Sharma means the points gets reduced. So we have to manage the points and select according to the team. So the main important thing in this app is captain and vice captain. So for captain there will be like 2x points, and for vice captain there will be like 1.5x points. Also it is not only like a betting game. We can track the live scores. Also we can check the leaderboard, like where we are at the current situation. Next, if we win the contest means the prize amount, like if we win like 1000 rupees means it will get directly updated into our wallet. So we can withdraw it through a UPI or a credit card payments. So next is the UX of the app. These are the reviews given by the users. Yeah, so my review is that I have used this app personally. I have played many contests and I have won some basic amounts. Even if I don't win the amount, I will get at least 50% of my money, like which I have invested. So it is actually not a fake one. So you can trust and thank you.